Hello, yoga friends. I am at a different location on the beautiful Central Oregon coast, this time by the forest rather than the ocean. Anyway, if this is your very first movement for the day, maybe do one of the other really soft warm-ups. First, we'll do a little more movement today. But as always, we'll start first. Just dropping in, letting the day wash away. We can tell ourselves whatever we've been doing, whatever it is, it will be there waiting for us right now. Oh, we have nothing else to do. It's noticing, sensing, feeling anything that comes forward. As we notice different aspects of our being, thoughts, emotions, the physical body, we do our very best to bring in that divine neutrality. Ooh, that's a practice. Not making anything bad, not even making it good. Just allowing it to be and noticing that you or some part of you is able to witness and observe these different aspects of your being, pointing to the idea that we are much bigger, much more magnificent and mysterious than we were led to believe. And that is our path of yoga. Just finding more and more of who and what we truly are. Go to the breath now. Just notice where you feel the breath. Where are you aware of the breath in the body? How are you aware? Ask who is aware of that breath. Is it our thoughts, our thinking mind? And yet I'm aware of my thoughts. What are we? Who are we? I'm sorry, I don't have any answers for you, just questions. If it feels comfortable, just begin to perhaps slow the breath, particularly that exhale. Maybe the inhale becomes more full. Just allow this to be comfortable. Good. Beautiful. All right. Let's bring our hands up on an inhale. Exhale down. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale down. Once more, inhale. And exhale. We'll bring our hands to our hearts. And let's together set the intention to notice as we practice that thinking mind will likely wander away into the past or into the future. Just notice and bring the thoughts back to the breath, back to the body. This is our intention. Beautiful. All right, let's warm up the spine, starting with the exhale and rounding. Inhale. Exhale and round. Inhale, lifting in the chest. Exhale and squeeze out the air. So take as much time as your breath and your body are asking for. Don't worry about going at my rate. Let your breath drive this movement. Beautiful. Let's release that movement. Lengthen in the spine and turn and look over the right shoulder and breathe. Good. Back to center. And we'll turn and look left. And back to center. Good. Let's do some circles, slow circles with our nose, as if we're drawing circles with our nose. And the circles might grow and spiral larger and larger. Always careful with our neck. Please make any adjustments. We don't want to tolerate any pain. If you begin looking up, allow that lower jaw to relax and open. And let's spiral this direction in smaller and smaller. Release that direction and begin small, going the other way. And breathe. And we'll spiral in. Smaller and smaller. And release that movement. Beautiful. Let's go back to the spine, exhaling and rounding. Inhale, lifting in the chest. This time we might use the arms, bring the backs of the hands together on the exhale and open out the palms on the inhale. Bring those elbows toward the body on the exhale as the spine rounds. And on the inhale, maybe the elbows reach to the back. Go with your breath. Beautiful. Release that down. Good. So on my chair, I am pretty close to the front of the chair. I'm holding my spine up and I'm going to scoot even closer and take the right leg out just a little bit so I have access to this left leg. Activate this lower area here by contracting and just take this leg around in circles. And breathe. Good. Change direction. Beautiful. And release that leg down. All right. Open up the left leg so the right leg has more room. Activate and start those circles. Beautiful. Change direction. I'm doing my best to stay long and tall in the spine while this movement happens. All right, let's release it down. Good. And we'll do just a little soft pat up on the toes and then flat. Up on the toes, flat. One more time, up on the toes, faster, faster, and down, flat-footed, and rest. Beautiful. All right, let's do a little side stretch with the breath. I'm going to guide us with my breath, but at any time, if you want to pause the video or just change so that the breath fits your unique breath for you and that movement. Make any changes, take a rest anytime. Right hand starts on the left thigh. Inhale with the left arm up and exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale down, left hand crosses over to the right thigh. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand crosses over to the left leg. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down and crossing. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, tilt left. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down, crossing over. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale to finish. Rest the hands on the lap. Beautiful. All right, let's go to the chin. Follow the chin up, out into space, down to the neck. And slowly roll it up. Always careful with that neck, with the chin up, out into space, down toward the chest. And roll it up. One more time, up, away from the body, down to the chest, and let's take a few breaths here. Good. And roll up to center. Let those arms float up, thumbs on top. Rotate the thumbs down and back up. Maybe they reach toward the back. Just rotate the thumbs down and up. Maybe they go toward the back on one, or maybe at the down part too. They reach to the back. Good. Stretch those arms out and then wrap in for a hug with the left arm on top. Find where the hands go and then let the shoulders and arms sink down. One more time, let's look to the right. Breathe. Back to the center and then left. And back to center. Beautiful. Open up those arms, take any movement you want, and then let the arms come up. We'll come in again, right arm on top. Settle the shoulders down as much as you can, and let's turn and look to the left. And breathe. Back to center and to the right. And back to center. Good. And we'll undo those arms, shake them out. Let's close the eyes for just a breath or two. Noticing, just practicing the pause to notice anything that's quiet and subtle that can't be heard unless we stop. The body talking to you, maybe emotions wanting your attention. Noticing the thinking mind, how you feel overall in your energy, your breath. Doing our best to practice that neutrality. All right, beautiful. We're going to warm up the spine again, rounding and opening through the chest. This time, grab the left leg. Activate here in the lower belly and bring up the left leg, grab the shin. Exhale and round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze out the air. Inhale, grow tall. Now exhale and round, and let's keep it here and take a couple of breaths. Beautiful. On your next inhale, release that leg down. Good. Activate, grow strong here, and lift up that right leg. Grab the shin. Exhale and round. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze out the air. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. Now exhale and round and keep it here for a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, let's release that down. So that's a good reminder about why we are always diligently working to keep the spine long and tall. It's so much easier for our system to breathe freely with the tall spine when we're rounded, when our posture slumps. It's much more difficult, not only on the respiratory system, but on the organs, our spine, and everything. We want to stay erect as much as possible. And what is so helpful for me is having a little lift in the back of where I sit. So this pillow, I've really massaged so there's nothing here in the front where I place it. It's in the back. And this helps lift my seating so that my pelvis rolls forward. And it's so much easier for many bodies, this one included, to more easily be upright. So you might try a little lift and rolling that pelvis forward to stay erect, to see and play with that. Definitely, we want to stay forward enough where we're holding our spine up and keeping these muscles nice and strong. All right, softly heel toe your feet out to your widest comfortable stance. I'm not going to heel toe on this wood here. I think I might get a splinter. So just come into the wide stance. Good. We're going to go off to the side. And this is, as soon as we go over, I want to slump. But instead, we're going to do our best to stay upright when we go to the side. We're pulling up and out of the pelvis area to stay long in the spine. Okay? Right arm starts at that right leg. Stay tall, even though you're tilted to the right. Inhale with the left arm up and over. We're going to keep it here. So check in on the neck. The neck might be more comfortable looking down or straight ahead or somewhere in between. For the most sensation, you can look into the upper elbow here. Wherever you are, bring in the deepest breath that you can feel comfortable with. Beautiful. Now look down at that right foot, lift up the front of the foot and press through that foot to come up on your next inhale. And that left hand comes down. Good. Intentionally grow tall, stay tall. Left arm to the left thigh. Inhale with the right arm up and over. Again, take care of the neck. It's a different side. We do our best to stay symmetrical, but sometimes different sides, different directions have different needs, and that's okay. Deep breath. Beautiful. Good. Look down at that left foot. Lift up the front of the foot. On your next inhale, press through the foot. Inhale and come up nice and easy. And that arm comes down on the exhale. Wonderful. We're going to do that again. And you have the option to hold that stretch just like we did with the deep breaths, or we can add a little bit of movement there. Okay. Nice and long in the spine, right arm over to the right leg. And you can experiment. You might not even put much weight on that leg, just using it kind of for balance. Inhale with the left arm up and over. Now bend the arm and we're taking our attention to the elbow. We're going to follow the elbow. On the exhale, the elbow brings us toward that right knee. On the inhale, the elbow opens us back up. Good. Exhale and round. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Actually, it's elbow toward the knee. They don't need to touch. Inhale, open. Exhale and round. Twist and squeeze out the air. Inhale, open up. Let's stay here. Stretch out the arm. Wiggle those fingers for one last good stretch. Good. We'll look down at that right foot. Lift up the front of the foot. On your next inhale, press and inhale to come up gently and easily. Good. Again, grow nice and tall. Left arm to that left leg. Inhale with the right arm up and over. Good. Bend the arm. Go to that right elbow. Exhale and round. Elbow takes you toward the left knee. Inhale, open up. Good. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale and round. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale, squeeze out the air. Inhale, open it up. Let's stay here. Stretch out that arm and wiggle the fingers. Feel that good stretch on the ribs. Look down at that left foot. Lift up the foot and press down and inhale to come up. And exhale down. Beautiful. Good. All right. Heel toe back to a more comfortable, maybe hip width, shoulder width. Just bring your feet and legs in front and find where you feel stable and strong. And let's check in. Close the eyes. We're practicing taking that pause, remembering just to take a minute or 3 just to tune in and notice anything that comes forward. And knowing that once we get this pause right, really convenient in the back pocket, in our toolbox, it's readily available. We can take a pause anytime. Go to the breath. Slow down that exhale. And our nervous system will settle. That exhale can grow a little slower, a little longer. And you might find that the inhale grows a little deeper, more full. Beautiful. All right, let's open the eyes. And we have time for one more. I'm going to scoot over a little bit to the left, leave my right leg forward, and open that left leg out and to the side. But my torso, instead of going left, is going to stay facing that right leg. Let the arms reach out and feel the shoulders. And now turn the palms up and feel the shoulder blades kind of settle downward. Leave the shoulder blades there and turn the palms back to the earth. Stretch out the arms. Feel the right arm really going right, the left arm going left. Beautiful. We're going to turn and look just past that left middle finger and feel the strength here in this pose. And breathe. Now go to the pelvic floor and breathe and squeeze in and up. We don't need to hold the breath here, but all of the muscles associated with the genitals and the anus are contracted, squeezing and holding, and release it down. Good. Let everything be soft at the lower body. And again, contract and squeeze in and up. Release down. Let everything relax. And one last time. Squeeze up and in and up, and squeeze and hold as tight as you can. And release it down. Beautiful. Let everything relax. We turn and look forward. Let the arms float down, and we'll bring this left leg back. Good. All right, I'm coming forward a little bit. Left leg stays straight ahead. Right leg opens out, and the body we do the best to turn to face that left leg. Let the arms float up. Good. Again, adjust by taking the palms up. Feel the shoulder blades settle down. Leave them there and then turn the hands back to the earth. Feel the left arm going left, the right arm going right. And we turn and look just past the middle finger of the right hand. Our spine is nice and tall. We know our strong arms are getting even stronger. Good. Go to the pelvic floor. If there's holding there right now, relax. And now squeeze in and up, contract and hold. And release. Good. Everything is soft. And now tighten. Hold, squeeze up and in, and hold and tighten. And release it down. Good. Everything is nice and relaxed. One last time, squeeze in and up. Squeeze, tighten, hold it, and release. Let everything melt. Beautiful. Let's turn the head forward. Let those arms float down, and we'll bring the right leg back to center. Good. All right. Just find where you feel really stable and strong. I think I like my legs out a little. I feel more stable, like a triangle. There's one point, and then my body is the other point. But however you feel strong and secure. Good. Now, instead of the arms really being activated out to the side, let's just hold the arms out comfortably and visualize our connection with the earth. And you might feel that connection through the whole lower body, your tailbone reaching into the earth, the soles of your feet, and maybe even the palms of your hands. We can visualize this connection in any way that's comfortable. It might be a color of light that connects you. Just knowing that the earth is an electromagnetic being, and so are we. And we have an invisible connection that's always there. And we can take great comfort knowing that the earth is holding us here. We're not floating away. Some people call it gravity. We can also think of it as a loving mother holding us in her arms. secure and stable, strong. And when the world feels like it's gone sideways, it can feel really important and feel really good just to remember this connection to the earth, to remember that we are held in love and that we are safe. We belong here. Beautiful. And let's turn the hands up, remembering also that as well as being a physical body or inside or somehow connected, wearing a physical body as our costume right now, we are also spiritual beings. So turning the palms up, we remember our connection to spirit. And we might sense and visualize this from our crown, opening out into a funnel shape, connection with our whole body, with our hands. Let your imagination be as unique to you as your breath is, as your fingertips are. We're remembering our connection to spirit, to divine light, to God's source, the creator, the great spirit, to consciousness. We come at these concepts with different language. And the language only takes us so far. Right now, we're just remembering that we are much more than meets the eye. We are fractals of light, of divinity. Little sparks of the Creator. And we remember now that we are never alone. We are always divinely guided and protected. You are deeply loved, held in love, divinely guided and protected, and all is well. Oh, beautiful. Good. Let's bring our hands together in gratitude. Thank you. We talked a little bit in the email about self-love, and your being here is not the same as it is on Zoom, but just showing up to help you helps me take the pause, helps me with my self-care journey of feeling worthy and doing what it takes, doing what I know I'm worth, but sometimes is really a challenge. I know you know what I mean. Anyway, sending you love and gratitude. Thank you for watching this. And we sincerely send our thank yous to all of the yoga teachers, the wisdom keepers and sages of yoga through the centuries. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this path, for doing all of the research and then sharing it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And let's say a thank you. I have a pillow here with buffalo, and just saying a thank you and a blessing to the original peoples of the US, but everywhere in the world. Blessings to this generation right now, to all future generations. Thank you to so many original peoples for your wisdom and sharing your wisdom and your cultural traditions to help us as spiritual beings on this heroic human journey. Truly, blessings and thank you. Namaste, friends. My divine light sees yours. Have a wonderful time wherever you are in the universe.